Okay, Sunday morning in the kingdom, and it's a slight rain, so we have to do the morning intro under the canopy of the house. Yes, seeing how it's Sunday, make sure you clean your vacuum. Yes, the vacuum's taking a licking because we're in and out of the house. I'm trying to vacuum and keep all the dog hairs and everything like that tidied up. Yes, so we're not sure what we're doing today. I feel like sleeping all day, but that's all par for the course because we had a busy couple of weeks there. How would you say, defending ourselves in the town of Whoville from the great forest fire started by the Gong Show Mining Company. Yes, who disappeared and boarded up the doors of their buildings. Yes, so we call it the XY forest fire because it keeps coming back for more. Every direction you name it, it's coming. Let's scroll a bit this way. There we go. The dogs are all excited because they're going to go for a walk in the wilderness to poop and pee everywhere. Yes. All right, the wall of fun or shame right here. And we'll just mosey on over here. All right. So everything is still out of the house and in that black tank right there. Everything is in there. So once the forest fire, how you say, alert or whatever is rescinded. Ooh, that's a big word. Once it's done, then we can start hauling stuff back into the house and life can become normal. Probably 2 weeks to get adjusted back to being normal, but the tank shed has worked well. Yes, it has worked well. Oh, these dogs are getting excited. The staff has gone to go get our breakfast and to get an update or recap of what's the events or the happenings of the forest fire known as the ex-wife. All right, we better go. Here comes the boss, even on a Sunday.
Sunday morning in Whoville. It's just after 8 a.m. and as you can see, it is still raining out here. It's been raining on and off most of the night. Hopefully it rains all day today. Now I'll head up and see what they got for breakfast, and I'll go over to the kingdom and check in with my dad.
Okay, with all the power outages and power surges and everything, we lost the camera recording session or the security cameras for the dogs and stuff like that. So we lost 2 cameras on this main feed here. So we've wired in the dog cameras into the here, so that's the best we can do, but this is getting expensive, but at least we're still here. Also too, for the first time ever, the dogs are on the couch. Yes, that couch has been in there for over 5 months, and the one is finally on and one is sleeping behind it, so we like that. They're finally enjoying life as good rescue puppies that have become guard dogs. All right, let's continue the quest. Okay, 10:30 in the kingdom, and after breakfast, yes, after breakfast, look at the jerry cans we've used in the last couple of days, but that's a fact of life when you're living remote. Yes, we're living remote, we have no power, so we got tired of it, but I think we don't have to leave town, so we can take some fuel drums off the 39 Chevy that we filled the other day, and how would you say, put them on the welding sleigh the way they should be, so they're sucking out of the tank or the barrel, and I don't have to fill it up every 6 hours or 8 hours, depending on if I have the heat on in the house, the baseboards. So then we don't have to use the jerry can. So now with the welder hooked to the barrel here, it'll suck nicely and we have lots of time. Now the staff will take over recording because I'm a man of many talents and I got the first barrel over there before she arrived. All right, let's switch over to the staff recording.
I switched over to my dad's Me phone, that way I can record him lifting up the barrel here and putting it onto the welding sleigh. I will be pretty close in case I have to guide the barrel over. He was able to get the first one over no problem, but this barrel is a little full, so hopefully we have no problems. It is wet out here. My dad just went to go park the green toy. Not sure if you've seen in the last video when we were lifting the barrel onto the welding sleigh, we had a ratchet strap holding everything together because it is pretty wet out here, and the last thing we want is that barrel to slip off. There's a lot of money and fuel right there.
Okay, we got the barrels on the welding sleigh, and you have to keep them tilted because it's raining. All right, this is our barrel. It's an aviation barrel, so it's lined inside so it doesn't rust. We have a sucker that goes down in here, goes down. We have the vent on the top from the barrels, so you can buy them with a 2-inch bung thread or whatever they're called. So over here, okay, so back in the day when we set this up, we made a mistake, like when I said I do. We went and got, we had lots of Chevy C50s and C60s trucks up here and came from the mine. So we grabbed that little valve that was down on the seat on the floor, and it had a little knob on it or lever. You turned it for the fuel tanks. Okay, we could never figure it out when the truck was brand new or when we drove the truck or anything like that, so it was mass confusion. So we went back to old school. Keep it simple. Kiss, yes. Oh, the rock band, no. Keep it simple. So this here sucking from the gas tank on the welders, the original welder tank, which is over there. You fill it up over there. Okay, so then this one here is closed going to the barrel. So now we're going to get it going, and then we'll close this, and hopefully it sucks off of this one. We might have to do it a couple of times, and you always have to have your clear filter, the Wix filter that you can see through, and plus the controls are over there for the welder, so we can actually see the filter right there. Okay, it was all thought out, well planned out. It only took us, what, 10-15 years to figure it out. Now it should work smoothly. Let's give it a try. Okay, I'm in the shop. I got the wood stove going for the dogs. I just started it, and a helicopter flew over probably to see where the smoke was coming from. And I got the platform laid out for the dogs to relax. Yes, we got to get the dampness out of the shop and get these dogs nice and warm and enjoying life. And also, too, we have to thank the Kingdom subscribers, YouTube followers. No, the Kingdom followers and the YouTube subscribers for gifting us these LED lights. When I plug them in, they do not draw as much power as these ones, but these ones I can't single out because all I've done is wire it into the switch. Yes, just plug it in. Oh yes, we're so beyond the electrical codes of the South. Up here it's all about survival. Yes, living remote. All right, let's go have a coffee and relax while the shop warms up.
6 p.m. and it's been pretty rainy here in Whoville. The rains have finally let up a bit, so now I can head up and go grab supper and then drop it off to my dad in the Kingdom and do one last flare up and hotspot check. But it's been pretty wet here, so I think we are okay. Now let's go up and get food and end my day.
Okay, very relaxing Sunday. I had lots of naps. It's not like me to have naps throughout the day, but this is unreal. We went how many weeks? 2 weeks steady, going non-stop. It was unreal. So we deserve naps, and the rain, or the drizzly rain, not enough to put out a forest fire like the ex-wife. So it was just a teaser. But as soon as it rains, we feel tired and want a nap. All right, the yard's looking good. Everything is lined up, and we got to get organized here. We're not sure what this week will bring. We're supposed to get rain on Monday and Tuesday, and then hopefully life returns back to normal. We have to conserve water in the Kingdom because the town of Whoville is just pumping the water straight through the water treatment plant to the fire hydrants for the fire trucks and the sprinklers and everything like that. So it's untreated water, so we have to wait till they get that flushed out and cleaned, and then we can get water for the Kingdom. Yes, we don't want to have, how would you say, raw water from the lake with fish just had sex in it. No, we want treated water, that's so that way there's no, how would you say, anything from with the fish having sex in it. Oh, these lips. And being sober this long is starting to take an effect on me. All right, looking good. Let's see what we got for flags over here. And there we go. We think the fire come through. Oops. There we go, the standard cough, so it's me, not an imposter. We think the fireball or flames or something went through here because these flags are singed, or the darkness in the flags, and plus those cameras there could have been a fireball or something in the air that kind of got nasty. But we're learning. Well, but the thing is, we're thankful that the Kingdom's still here. That was unreal. The fire came from the north, came from the east, and then it came from the southwest. Yes, southwest. Yeah, it came this way. Yeah, I'm so confused being sober. All right, let's go walk the dogs, make a video, and relax again tonight and have some more naps. Yes, we're not having a sleep. We have naps because we have to wake up and stuff like that. All right, talk to you later.